Close these windows. All right.
Oh, goodness.
Here we go. This is the after show. Let me check and see if there's a note that goes with this.
Oh.
All right. So we got a Jeopardy quiz for this after show. We're joined, of course, by Phil. CJ's not here this week. And by Bill. Phil and Bill. Bill Tucker of A Gamer Looks at 40.
Hello.
We've got another Jeopardy. So this is coming to us from Johnny Turbo, or Marky Marg 2, I guess is what he goes by. And he sent an email along with this. Greetings, Player One podcast. After a long absence, I, Marky Marg 2, have returned with another Jeopardy quiz. You may remember me from such hits as Arcade Extravaganza and Arcade Extravaganza 2 and 3. Sensing we've reached the limits of reasonable arcade questions, this quiz is more generally video game themed. One note on categories. Before and after follows the normal rules, but combine titles with a shared linking word.
Oh, yeah.
A Star is Born on the 4th of July, as an example. However, these don't stop at 2 titles. They may have 3 or more, or maybe a lot more.
Oh, goodness.
There are some clues hidden in the rest of the quiz, so I suggest you do that category last.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So save that for last.
So we do this as one team.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to set that. And what are we going to call ourselves?
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm a trivia night and I have to come up with something fast, and I'm just really bad at that.
But it doesn't have to be good. That's the trick. We don't need to have
no.
You don't have to have a trivia pun.
Okay. Well,
just be the fart.
That's
we're not being the fart.
Gotcha.
Nothing.
Well, I have a standard one I use for trivia nights, which is the Little Lebowski Urban Achievers. So that's
it.
Boom. That's what
I love it.
And proud we are all of them.
And proud we are of all of them.
Is that a reference to something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What is that?
I was going to say Pee-wee's Playhouse, but
no, it's the Big Lebowski. It's a movie.
All right, Phil's just being an idiot. Don't listen to him. Don't worry about it.
You are so good. You know what? When you're acting.
Trust me, after 14 years, it's not good.
Completely
award-winning actor you're dealing with right here.
All right, Bill, just so you know how this goes, just so one person isn't stuck reading everything, we're going to go in the order that we're listed on the screen here. So I'll pick the first one. Phil pick the second and read it, and then we can answer. Whoever wants to answer can answer. Just let's finish the question, though, or the answer, I should say, before we give the question. Vice versa. Don't answer it until we finish reading it, just because we want people to be able to hear what it was. Phil second, you third, and then we keep going that way. We also don't hop around the board too much.
Okay.
So, pick whatever category you want, but we generally go from top to bottom in the category.
And are we competing, or are we kind of working as a team?
We're trying to not finish with a negative balance as a team.
Fantastic.
We're all friends here.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So the category
it was suggested we save the before and after until we've cleared the rest of the board.
Yes.
This time? Okay.
Because apparently there are clues.
Okay.
Now my headset is really backwards. It's all discombobulated. God, I wish my head wasn't so misshapen. There we go. All right. The categories are NES ports, a question mark of arcade titles. I'm guessing Bionic Commando's in there somewhere. Acronyms, abbreviations, and initialisms. Blazing hot softs, according to Famitsu.
Yep.
Which Street Fighter 2, and before and after, and after, and after.
Now, do you gents know the difference? We have the acronyms, abbreviations, and initialisms. Do you know the difference between an acronym and an initialism?
An anachronism?
Not an anachronism. Did I say anachronism?
You said anachronism.
You did.
Acronym.
Although you were running an acronym. Yeah.
And
I do not know the difference between an acronym
and an initialism.
No.
The difference between an acronym and an initialism is everyone always uses acronym as an all-encompassing term. It's incorrect. If to be an acronym, the initials have to spell a new word. SCUBA is an acronym because self-contained underwater breathing apparatus
Mm-hmm.
spells scuba, which is a word. FBI, that's an initialism because you don't say Phoebe. Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't
I
know that.
did
You
not
learned
know
a little
that.
something today.
I've
Sure
learned
did.
something today.
Yep.
I'll forget it, but I've learned something.
Next time someone says like, "Oh, CIA," that's an acronym. And you can be like, "No,
it's an
not, you
initialism.
idiot.
Initialism.
It's not radar. It's not laser. Those are acronyms." You
All
can go ahead
right.
and start the game whenever you want, Greg.
I'm gonna go with
or CJ, should I say?
Blazing
to your-
Hot Sauce. I can't change that. Blazing
I
Hot
know.
Softs, according to Famitsu for 100. Though it was made in the West, this game got a great reception in Japan and a 40 out of 40 in Famitsu, thanks to its Japanese theme. That doesn't tell us anything.
This is
I know.
the $100 question.
Though it was made in the West. Can you get a great? Could it be Shanghai?
Made in the West.
But Shanghai is that's a Japanese theme.
Boy, this is bad news for us already.
Mm.
Game got a
Made in the West, got a great reception in Japan, and a 40 out of 40 in Famitsu, thanks to its Japanese theme.
What trying to think of Western made games with Japanese themes. Boy, I wish I knew an era.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing this is.
I guess it's old, right? It's supposed
to
be old.
I think so. I mean, we're talking about, Famicom games and Street Fighter 2 and.
Yeah. Oh, what's
If Famitsu's been around for, since the 8-bit
long
era,
time.
right?
Oh
Yeah. Huh. Thanks to its Japanese theme.
I'm still saying Shanghai.
You want to go? I'm not going to fight it.
Yeah,
because I don't know what else could be.
Ghost of Tsushima. Wow, we were in the wrong era completely.
Classic.
Exact opposite era.
Yep.
Classic Famicom game, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's
okay. Good to know.
We're at negative 100.
Okay,
but just
good
100.
start. Yep.
Let's tell you what. Let's do the NES ports of arcade titles for one. This game features a hefty fellow who climbs ladders and breathes fireballs. The title character later returned as part of a fighting game roster. Bling, 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 bling. It's Karnov.
Oh,
yeah,
Karnov. The game is Karnov.
It's Karnov.
Boom.
You're right. All right, we're back to 0.
Look at that.
Made it right back.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll do NES ports of arcade titles for 200.
All right. You go ahead and read it.
Now you read.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
This licensed sword and sorcery Capcom game was a side-scrolling action game in the arcade, but a top-down, vaguely Zelda-like RPG-ish game on the NES. Both neat games in their own right. No need to be mad over the difference.
It's Willow.
It is Willow.
Yeah, I think so.
Willow. Yes, Mad Mardigan. Yeah. We got the joke. No need to be mad over the difference. Mad Mardigan. All right. We're at 200 points.
There we go.
Now we're going in the right direction.
Yes.
Let's go with acronyms, abbreviations, and initialisms for 100. This Genesis shooter by Compile is part of a series, but curiously doesn't include the series name in the title. Ooh. That would be Musha.
Oh, yes. Musha.
Although, fun fact,
yeah,
in Japan, it did include the series name in the title, Musha Alesta.
Ooh, interesting.
We're at 300 points.
Okay.
The Little Lebowski Urban Achievers are off and running. I misspelled Achievers, didn't I?
I think you did. Wait.
Oh, that's not right. I
think you were right. Yeah. You were right.
It doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's IE.
Yeah. It's IE. I go for E.
Yeah. It's all you, Phil.
Let's see what this which Street Fighter 2 is all about for 100. This was the first Street Fighter 2 to let you play as the bosses.
It's Champion Edition.
Well, I think it was it Champion Edition?
Was it Turbo? Was it Turbo Championship?
Yeah, see, that's the
Well, I guess, and that's probably the joy of this category. You see, is
Yeah.
that
I
I
want
want
to
to say
I want to say it was
Turbo.
Champion Edition.
Yeah.
or was
What
it
do you think, Phil? Because you're the tiebreaker.
well, you know what? My immediate gut reaction was Champion Edition.
Okay.
But then as soon as that popped into my head, I was like, oh wait, Turbo? Was there a Turbo?
Yeah,
There
I
was,
believe there
right?
was Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter
Turbo.
2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Champion Edition or Champion Edition Turbo,
I
or
Okay,
don't.
Super Street Fighter 2 and
Turbo
Well, but
became
but Champion Edition would make more sense because it would have champions in it. So I don't know
that's
now.
what I
but like
thought, but now
Right?
was it
I'm questioning.
Turbo
I'm
had the the different speed levels, right?
Yep. Yep.
But see now I I'm
I've muddied the
vaguely
waters here.
I'm vaguely
Well, that's the fun of
remembering,
these.
and maybe
Yeah.
I'm vaguely misremembering, that Turbo had an option where you could play as the bosses, but like there was something weird, like you could only play like, you know, Balrog against Balrog. You know,
Oh,
you
that's
couldn't.
interesting.
But I that might be a complete false memory. Oh man, I don't know. Whichever one we choose, it's going to be the other.
Mhm.
You choose.
I get to choose now.
Yep.
Screw it, Champion Edition.
Street Fighter 2
Oh,
Champion Edition.
Look at that. Okay.
We are up to 400
Oof.
points.
Woof. My memory
Awesome.
was incorrect, but I made the right call.
There you go.
Bill,
Okay.
it's all
Bill,
you.
you're up.
All right, let's go Blazing Hot Softs. According to Famitsu, we want some
Yeah.
redemption on this one. We need redemption.
really.
Yeah.
This portable title and long-awaited sequel to an NES card game came packaged with a kickstand, but got straight tens in Famitsu despite its awkward controls.
Gotta be Kid
Oh,
Icarus Uprising,
Kid
right?
Icarus. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
so.
it has to be.
Kid Icarus Uprising. Yep.
Yep.
Kid Icarus Uprising. Glad you knew the actual name of it. We're at 600 points.
I would
Although I
love.
that
realize
was
that
probably
my
the
screen
problem.
is covering the
Oh yeah, our little.
score. I don't know how to fix that.
What's that called? A Chiron? Is that how you say that?
The Chiron is yeah. I think technically yeah. It's a ticker.
I would love to see a Switch port of Kid Icarus Uprising.
Me
that
too,
game
because then
was-
I'd play it.
that game,
Yeah,
it was
same.
fun.
Same.
But okay,
Let's go
Greg,
with
you're
which Street Fighter 2 for 200. This Street Fighter 2 introduced the new characters Cammy, T-Hawk, DJ, and Fei Long. Please include subtitles. So it's Super Street Fighter 2.
The new challengers. The new challengers, right?
The new challengers.
That's right. Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers.
There we go.
800 points. I loved that. That was my favorite version of Street Fighter on the 16-bit consoles.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Super Street Fighter 2.
So good.
The 3DO port of that
Super Street Fighter 2
was-
Turbo was fantastic too.
was really,
Really?
good.
The big
Huh.
problem
Yeah.
with that is I didn't have a good controller for it.
Oh yeah, you did need
Yeah.
to buy a different controller.
Whereas on the Genesis, I had the 6-button controller. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the 3DO didn't have a lot going for
No.
it, but it did have
No.
an outstanding
its
version
good
of
games
Street
were
Fighter.
really good.
Yeah.
Like Samurai Showdown was really good.
Samurai
Mhm.
Shodown was
Super
great.
Street Fighter 2 was really good. Return Fire was great. Road Rash, Need for Speed, Wing Commander. It had a small library of really good games and then a bunch of garbage.
Yeah. Man, I loved Return Fire.
Oh, Return Fire was great.
Such a great game.
Yep.
Okay, let's go with let's do the NES ports for 300. The NES and arcade versions of this game don't share much gameplay, but they do have similar intros. The arcade version has a small red grab button on top of the joystick. Is this our
Bionic Commando?
This might be Bionic Commando. I've played the arcade version of Bionic Commando, but only in collections.
Right.
I've never.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw the arcade version back in the day.
Nope.
But a grab button would make sense. With the
It
hook.
sounds like Bionic Commando.
The arcade version sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're doing it?
Well, I don't know what else it could be.
Same.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ooh.
Gaiden.
It had a grab button on top of the joystick.
Weird.
How
because
would
the
I'm
you?
gonna have to go see that.
The arcade version was
Yeah.
like a Final Fight kind of game.
Well, I mean, you could jump up and grab
Oh, that's
overhanging
That's
parts of the level.
And
I
you
had
could,
no
like,
idea that's how it was done.
You could do Gymkata type stuff
Yeah.
by grabbing things.
Because the only version of Ninja Gaiden Arcade I've played is the Lynx version.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh man.
All right, we're
Okay,
back down
well.
to 500 points.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's go back. Let's kind of like get our egos back up a bit. We'll do acronyms, abbreviations, initialisms for 200.
Okay.
This quintessentially 80s arcade game predates the classic "Winners Don't Use Drugs" splash screen, but had "Say No to Drugs" as part of the cabinet art.
We were talking about this game
We
last
talk about this
week.
game a lot.
Week before. It's Narc, right?
Narc.
Narc.
Gotta
has
be
been.
Narc.
Yeah.
Narc.
Excellent.
There it is.
All right,
Good
back up to
times.
700 points.
Okay.
I'm afraid to, and we're not going to touch the before and after and after and after.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna leave that.
let's do the blazing hot sauce for 300. According to Famitsu, for 300, the only Dreamcast title to get a perfect score in Famitsu and a launch title to boot, that has to be Soul Calibur.
It's gotta be Soul Calibur, right? 2.
I would think so.
No, 1.
No one.
1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sequel to Soul Blade.
Yes, yeah, that's what gets me confused.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did not know.
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Soul Calibur. The soul
Yeah,
still
2.
burns.
2 was the GameCube and Xbox and PlayStation 1
Yes.
that had the
One
guest
that had
characters.
Link and
Spawn.
and what did they have in the PlayStation version?
Was it just Heihachi?
I think it was.
And
Yeah.
then there was it Necrid? Was that the Todd McFarlane designed character
I
that
don't
was
know.
new to all of them?
I
think?
had so completely checked out on fighting games by the time Soul Calibur 2 came out.
Oh,
I
really?
did not care.
Oh,
I was
man.
so into fighting games up until, well, Soul Calibur is probably the last time I was really, really heavy into fighting games.
Yeah.
But that game was so good.
Yeah, it really was.
We're at 1,000 points.
Okay. Let's keep going with the NES ports for 4. This game goes by 2 titles. Ooh, name both. One, an amphibian. The other, a Tobe Hooper movie. Toby Hooper movie? About space vampires with a younger Patrick Stewart and nudity no 80s kid could forget.
What?
I don't know.
This game goes by 2 titles. One, an amphibian.
Yeah.
The other, a Toby
Oh.
Harbor.
Wait, Salamander. Salamander and Life Force?
Life Force.
I guess.
Well, I mean, if
Gotta be
it's Salamander, it's got to be Life Force.
Gotta be Salamander and Life Force.
That works.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, sure.
You got me.
Oh.
Salamander and Life
There
Force.
it is. There it is.
I know nothing about this Patrick Stewart
I'm going to look it up.
Life Force movie.
I think I know what he's talking about. I think I was at a bar once and they were screening this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Hang
was
on,
like
I got to write this down.
1 a.m, and
I-
this seemed a hazy recollection is kind of come to brain here, but
Life Force movie.
Yeah, I just I was just quickly thinking of what's an amphibian? Frog? No. Chameleon? No. There's a salamander.
I'm
game.
amazed that salamander was the 3rd amphibian that came to mind. That's actually
really.
pretty impressive. That went like the 30th for me. If I can name 30 amphibians, which
I was gonna say.
highly doubt I could. Yeah.
We're at 1,400 points.
I'm doing
Oh,
it.
man.
It's all you,
Go
Bill.
Cruising. Let's do which Street Fighter 2 for 300. Not an official release, but a popular hack. This game increased the speed and gave characters mid-air moves, along with a variety of other changes. Reportedly, it was so popular that helped convince Capcom to make Street Fighter 2 Turbo hyper fighting with similar changes.
How
Yeah.
well do you know all your Street Fighter 2 hacks?
Not well.
Popular hack.
I mean,
I'm-
I
mean,
would be inclined to just say like Street Fighter 2 Hyper or something. I know that that's what hyper fighting ended up being, but
Right.
I have no clue
Street
what this would be.
Fighter 2. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of trying to read the tea leaves of the clue itself to see if something
Hmm.
like comes out, like
Man.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
Let's just say hyper. Street Fighter 2 hyper?
Street
Sure.
Fighter 2 Hyper. Why not?
Sure.
Okay.
Rainbow Edition.
Rainbow
Yeah.
Edition,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, we were
that
so
one.
close.
Of course.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
We're down to
Yeah.
1,100 points.
right.
Let's do acronyms, abbreviations, and initialisms for 300. Escape from a sinking ship in this Super Nintendo title.
SOS.
Right. Isn't that called Serpentrion or something like that
Couldn't tell you.
in Japan? SOS.
I know it's SOS
Excellent.
here.
We're back up to 1,400. I was watching. There's a Twitch channel that's been running a bunch of CX game, whatever that show's called.
Oh, yeah.
There, and
The
he was
Game
playing
Center.
this game.
Nice.
Game Center. Yeah, he's playing this game recently. That game was tough.
Yeah.
All right, back up to 1,400 points.
Okay, we're
Philip?
over to me. Let's finish off the NES ports for 5. This Capcom arcade and NES title features both horizontal and vertical shooting sections. In the side-scrolling portions, your character walks on the ground when you touch it. A nice animation touch later seen in Lords of Thunder. Capcom.
It's not Forgotten
Oh.
Worlds, is it? No.
I bet it's Legendary Wings.
I'm good with that.
But it's Legendary Wings. It's Capcom. It has your character is like a dude with wings.
You're not in a ship or anything.
You're not in a ship or anything, and it does have both horizontal and vertical scrolling. I bet it's Legendary Wings.
Sounds good.
You are right.
Oh,
Legendary
boom.
Wings.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah. The
1,900
ringer.
points.
Well done.
That's how we do it.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, Bill, you are
Oh.
up.
All right, let's do our favorite, which is the Blazing Hot Softs, according to Famitsu, for 400. Two DS RPGs from long-running series got 40 out of 40 in Famitsu: Pokemon Black and White, and this title.
It's gonna move the Dragon Quests.
That was my first
Yeah,
thought.
right?
It's got to be a Dragon
Yeah.
Quest. What?
But which one?
Yeah,
Um,
I
Is
don't
it
know that
9?
series enough.
Was 9 the
oh,
I think 9 was the DS game,
I
wasn't
think
it?
you're right. Yeah, I think yeah.
Because 8 was definitely on the PlayStation 2.
8 was PS2. Yeah, and I think Dragon Quest 9
All
was
right.
the DS one. Yeah.
I'm just going to give us the points. Oh, hang on a sec.
I fully
Dragon
support-
Quest
Yep. Boom.
There we go.
Perfect.
2,300 points. All right.
All right.
We are going with which Street Fighter. We're gonna bring our score down a little bit here. Which Street Fighter 2 for 400 points. Many years after the Street Fighter 2 series had first come to an end, this game revamped the last
Oh.
Street Fighter 2 release with new, very ugly Flash-style graphics and new moves, and quickly blew up, setting records for download-only title sales.
What was the name of that
What
one?
was that? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Don't
was
remember
that?
this at all.
It was I think it was Digital Eclipse made it, or
Okay.
yeah, it was where they basically, it was just they sort of traced over the sprites.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it was
It was. Yeah.
it was like I think it was HD was in the title.
Oh yeah, there was an HD. Yep, I know. Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
Something. It wasn't really something. Was it Super Street Fighter 2 HD or?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because that was the big gimmick was
What was the
sprites.
last Street Fighter 2 release? It was Super, wasn't it?
I think so.
Weren't there other versions of Super though?
Well, there was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which
Right.
I think was.
Oh, well, that would be what
final.
it'd be then.
Right.
Super Street
But
Fighter
that's
2
not-
Turbo HD.
Yeah, maybe.
You want to go for it?
I can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
Cool.
HD remix.
So close.
I don't think we can take
do
that.
it.
No.
No, we can't.
Yes, the
No.
title was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD remix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back down to
All right.
1900
We
points.
left off the word remix.
Man.
All right. I
Okay.
think it's Phil.
Is it my turn now?
I think so.
Let's do the acronyms, abbreviations, and initialisms for 4. An Australian-developed RTS game with heavy shades of Command and Conquer and a 90s attitude.
I don't know this.
Neither do I.
My first thought was there was one called Z. But does that count as an initialism if it's just one letter?
I think an initial can be one, I would think.
Yeah, I don't know if it's stands.
Because
But
initial.
it might not even be that. I just remember there was a game around that time called Z. That was, I'm pretty sure that was a RTS.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I feel like I'm going to see the name of this and realize that it's something I like reviewed back on like Gaming Age or something. There was one really well received one that I'm trying to think of, but I think it was a 2-name title. I don't think it was
oh, really?
an acronym or anything.
Huh.
Total Destruction or Total. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Are we just
Wanna
going to
go with
guess
Z?
Z?
Sure.
All right, we're doing it.
I don't know if it's
KKND, Crush, Kill, and
And
Destroy.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Nope. Back
I'll be
down to
right back.
1,500 points. Oh, Phil's leaving us. Let's read this anyway. See if we can figure this out before Phil gets back.
Excuse me. Let's go ahead and finish off my favorite category that we don't know, which is again blazing hot softs for 500.
All right.
This PS3 All-Star Battle got a perfect score in Famitsu. No, it's not PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. It's a different All-Star Battle. Who knows?
PS3
Wow.
All-Star Battle got a perfect score in Famitsu. No, it's not a PlayStation. Not PlayStation All-Stars. A different All-Star Battle.
I'm not familiar with All-Star Battle as a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was Sony was trying to do a bit of a Smash Brothers thing there with PlayStation All-Stars. You reading this, Phil?
Yeah, PS3 All-Star Battle. Got a perfect, but it's not PlayStation All-Star Battle. It's a different All-Star Battle. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
This wouldn't be something like Sonic Transformed or something, would it? Like,
Well, I mean, that's a racing game.
I know, but I don't know.
Was there like a Shonen Jump kind of thing?
Oh, would this be like oh no, that was Wii, like the Tatsunoko
Yeah,
cross.
that was the Wii. The
Oh, what
Capcom.
about? I mean, there was a Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Although I've heard that
Yeah.
wasn't very good, so I can't see that
Right.
getting perfect score.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know.
No, me neither.
Mm-mm.
No, don't know. We just find out we don't have an answer.
Let's just say Jump Superstars.
Jump Superstars. Nope.
Nope.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle.
There we go.
All right. Our score's not looking good here, guys. We're down to
No.
1,000 points. We still have a whole category to go.
Oh,
Not to
man.
mention 2 other $500 point
Yeah.
questions. Let's do let's really break our spirits with Switch Street Fighter 2 for 500.
Yeah.
This game, which was sometimes packaged along with Street Fighter 3, is part of the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, allows players to pick characters from any of the 5 versions of Street Fighter 2's arcade releases.
Huh?
Nope, no idea.
Okay. Sometimes packaged along allows players to pick characters from any of the 5 versions of Street Fighter.
Yeah, this is all beyond my brain space.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
No idea here either.
No.
It is Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition, will accept Anniversary Edition. Well, you won't get either of them. We're down to 500 points.
Come
All
on.
right.
Okay.
We can get down to
well,
0 before we start the
let's get
final
our-
category.
let's get our score to 0 with acronyms,
Let's do it.
abbreviations, and initialisms for 5.
Oh,
This
boy.
Shinji Mikami game is as known for the animated GIFs it produced as it is for gameplay. Is it PN09?
Is it PN?
It was PN, right?
Yeah. Was it 09? PN? I thought it was
so,
PN03.
Oh, maybe it is PN03.
I think that was a Mikami game.
Was it?
Now I'm worried I've got the number wrong too. I think it's PN03. I tried playing it. Yeah, it's the one where the rope she dances the whole time.
Yeah. She's
constantly moving,
booty shaking.
It's not a very good game.
No,
it's PN03.
PN03. Yeah, you're right.
PN03.
There we go.
Boom.
All
right. All right, we're up to 1,000 points with a whole category left to go.
Yes,
Hey,
indeed.
listen. Who knows? This might be our shining hour. We're like
Yeah.
avoiding this like the plague. Who knows?
People other than me are good at these categories.
Yeah.
Let's go 100 for before and after and after and after. Number 1, rescue, capture, and obese one of these. Or number 2, create one
Phil
in the
already
series.
knows.
It's Princess Maker. All right, so it's a Fat Princess Maker, I guess, because it's the before and after.
Fat Princess
Because
Maker.
the first one is
Yeah.
Fat Princess, and then number 2 is Princess Maker. So
See, I'm not good at these, but Phil is. So
I am.
Princess Maker.
All right, Phil. You
Yeah.
can carry us. Correct.
I mean, I did it, but
we're at
Yeah.
1,100 points.
yes.
All right, we're doing before and after and after and after for 200. One N64 Zelda title at one point considered the best Zelda and maybe the best game, period. 2, a 1982 Konami free roaming overhead shooter. 3, a Super Nintendo launch title. So that's Ocarina of Time. What was that Konami game? Time
Pilot
Pilot
Mhm.
Pilot Wings?
Wings. Ocarina of Time Pilot Wings.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I got some of that one.
You got it. You
The
got
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Pilot Wings.
There we
Okay.
go.
I mean,
Up
that's
to
fine.
1,300 points.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Before and after and after and after for 3.
If we get this, we can't lose.
Oh wow.
Okay. Wow. Stakes.
Konami.
Oh, there we go.
16-bit amphibian fighting game.
Salamander.
Salamander
Yeah.
wasn't a fighting game though.
Salamander.
Salamander was a shooting game. Alternate
Teenage
name.
Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters.
There we go. Alternate name for Karnov's Revenge, that fighting game Karnov showed up in, and sequel to the game famously involved in Capcom lawsuit.
Fighters History.
Yep.
Mhm.
An arcade / Dreamcast 3D brawler.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters History.
Was it Fighters History?
Pretty sure.
Because wasn't Fighters History was the game in the Capcom lawsuit, right?
Oh, sequel to the game,
The
famous.
sequel
Oh, I
to it.
missed that.
Yeah.
What's the Arcade Dreamcast 3D brawler? It was probably Soul Calibur or Virtua Fighter 3.
Hmm.
Would it be
Soul
Fighter Soul?
What, Fighter Soul?
I don't know.
Teen-
Because wasn't Soul Calibur an answer in a previous question?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
supposedly they're. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters Soul Calibur?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know what that second one is.
Yeah,
Fighters
I've
History
always-
is the game that was in the lawsuit.
Yeah, and I've always known Karnov's Revenge is just Karnov's Revenge. I mean, I'm
Mm.
sure I've seen the alternate name, but I don't remember what it was. So,
All right, so we're saying TMNT Tournament Fighters,
Fighters
Soul
Calibur.
Calibur. No, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
No.
Here we
We're
go.
skipping the game because we're saying Fighters right to Soul. We're skipping the middle game here.
But is
right?
the game is the middle
Fighters
game
the last word of the first game,
Right.
and Soul is the first word of the last game. So there's
Yeah.
something in the middle that we're missing. Would it be Fighters History Soul Calibur? I have no idea.
Well, that would mean like because the fighter, the Karnov game The first name of it has to be Fighters.
Fighters. And the last word we think the last word has to be soul.
Yes. So is it just Fighters Soul? Is that the name of the game?
I mean,
Okay, is that what we're going with?
yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, I mean,
no.
No, not even close. TMNT
Oh, wow.
Tournament Fighters History Dynamite Cop. Fighters History Dynamite was the middle game.
Oh. Okay.
Fighters History Dynamite. Okay.
So instead of just being Fighters History 2, they went with
Right.
Fighters
3D
History
brawler,
Dynamite.
not fighting game. It wasn't
Yeah.
Soul Calibur.
That's why. See, yeah,
Dynamite
that's what
Cop.
happened.
Okay.
I'm terrible at these. Okay,
Oh.
we're down to 1,000. Actually, we can't lose. We're down to 1,000 points. There's only 900 points left on the board.
Yes.
Excellent.
So it's all you,
Barely
Bill.
scraping
I'm
by.
a firm believer in marginal success.
Mhm.
Let's do before and after and after and after for 400. Number 1, GUI
God.
Link's Adventure. 2, last in this Neo Geo fighting series following
Can I
Jet.
write this down?
Yes.
You
So the
might-
GUI.
I know.
Let's break this down. The GUI Link's Adventure is probably Todd's Adventures in
Oz
Slime
Adventures in
World.
Slime World.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we have to write. Someone has to dictate here. Number 2, last in this Neo Geo fighting series following Jet.
World
World
Heroes.
Heroes.
What was the game that came after Jet?
I don't remember, but let's look
Okay,
at this
keep
next
going.
one.
Okay. Number 3, spy-themed Xbox launch title.
Xbox launch title? I mean Splinter Cell, I'm thinking, but
Yeah.
that wasn't an Xbox launch title. Might have been an
Hmm.
Xbox 360 launch title.
There wasn't a oh, wait.
Xbox
Hmm.
launch. Oh, Perfect Dark.
Oh, right?
Perfect Dark Zero.
That was a 360 launch title, right?
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but keep
specify
going.
which-
Keep going.
Okay. And then number 4, all your base belong to us.
So
in
that's
this.
Yeah,
Zero
Zero
Wing.
Wing.
So Perfect Dark.
Right.
So okay. So far we've got Todd's Adventure and Slime World Heroes.
World
Perfect.
Heroes Perfect.
World Heroes Perfect Dark Zero Wing.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Keep going.
Cool. And then number 5, cinematic space sim and favorite of Greg's.
Wing Commander.
Wing Commander.
And then number 6, id Software DOS side scroller
Keen.
Commander Keen. Right.
Commander Keen. Okay.
So we've got Todd's. I'm going to see if I can do this without having written it down. Todd's Adventures in Slime World Heroes Perfect Dark Zero Wing Commander Keen.
You did it. You did it.
Well done. Let's see if we're right.
Todd's
There it
Adventures in
is.
Slime World Heroes Perfect Dark Zero Wing Commander Keen.
Beautiful. We literally had to answer 6 questions in that.
It's
like
too many
that's-
to read it and not
that's-
break it
that's
down.
So funny. Very good. Well, now
right.
we are going to be handsomely rewarded here. So
That's
let's,
right. We're up to 1,400.
Okay. Is it your turn?
I'm
Greg?
doing this. Yep. So before and after and after and after for 500. Oh my God.
Oh no.
All
this
right.
is nonsense.
All right.
There's 7 here, folks.
007 fish game with a lot of colons. Would that be James Pond?
Might have been James Pond.
007 fish game.
With lots of
Yeah,
I mean,
James Pond. Some. Oh crap! But there's a lot of like.
Okay.
there's
Wait, hang on. Let me think it through.
how many?
Oh,
how
I
many-
don't know.
There's James Pond Operation, because the first James Pond was just James Pond, right?
Right. And then there was Robocod.
Operation RoboCod, which it's not going to be that because no
All right,
other
well,
game.
We'll come back
Okay.
to it. Write
Yeah.
down James Pond for now. So 2 is the 5th installment of this mega seller Activision first person shooter. Begins with acronym. So COD, I would think. Oh, so COD. Okay. So
Okay.
RoboCod is probably.
RoboCod.
So James
Yeah.
Pond. Is it Operation Robocod or is it just Robocod?
I'm pretty sure it's Operation RoboCod.
I think
Okay.
that's right.
So we've got
Yeah.
James Pond, Operation Robocod. I don't know what the 5th one was. But number 3 is a 4-player Atari paddle game. So that's War Lords. So COD
Something War.
something War. I don't know what the 5th one was.
What's a Call of Duty game that has war in it?
So number 4.
Warzone?
What's that?
No, it has to end with the word.
Oh,
war.
and sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, World at War, isn't it? Wasn't it Call of Duty
World at War. Yep.
World at War.
Yeah.
Okay.
COD World at War. Number 4 is a Turbo Duo shooter with a gnarly soundtrack.
That'd be
So
Warlords
Lords
of Thunder.
of Thunder.
Yep.
Number 5 is another 5th in this series and another perfect title. Unlike previous versions, the space shooter sequel didn't appear on the Sega Genesis system. So that's Thunder Force 5
Force.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect. Right.
Number 6 is a classic space immersive sim that introduced Shodan. Perfect. Ooh, maybe perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because wouldn't that be Shodan? Isn't that System Shock? Shodan.
Yes, Shodan is System Shock. So, unlike previous versions, the space shooter sequel didn't appear on the Sega Genesis system. The 6th game is System Shock.
Okay.
Okay, so we know the 6th game, System Shock. The 7th game, Ikari Warriors style Neo Geo game, and an early arcade archives release starts with
Troopers, right?
Shock Troopers.
Yeah.
So we've got James Pond, Operation Robo, COD, World at War, Lords of Thunder,
Force,
something
System?
Shock system. Would it maybe be Perfect System?
I guess
Thunder
maybe,
Force 5
yeah.
Perfect System?
Perfect System Shock Troopers.
That's what we're going with?
I guess so.
I think can anyone remember what we just said?
Okay,
All
so
right,
it's
go
James
for it.
Pond, Operation Robo, COD,
Pond
World at
2.
War, James Pond 2, Operation Robo, COD, World at War, Lords of Thunder, Force 5, Perfect System Shock, Troopers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
James Pond 2, Codename RoboCod.
Codename RoboCod.
World at War, Lords of Thunder Force 5, Perfect System Shock Troopers. You know what?
I'm
taking it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Take it. Take it and run. Because that is literally an entire category in itself.
That was
epic question.
Effing ridiculous.
Goodness gracious. Sorry, we are taking that.
And good advice for making that the last one, because boy, oh boy. How about breaking your spirits?
Man,
it doesn't even make any sense.
That was wow.
Aren't those supposed to be like little punny too? Like just like, oh
Yeah.
hey, that's pretty good. That's just like a word cloud, like a prompt you're getting.
I love it.
College.
I'm impressed by that.
Fun. It was very fun.
I wonder how far you could go with something like that.
Pretty far, clearly.
I'm sure.
I'm not saying test us on it. I'm just it'd be a fun challenge is coming up with see how long of a train you can form out of video game titles.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right. Well, hey, thank you, Marky Marg, so much for that. That was interesting.
A lot of fun.
Oh,
a lot of fun.
Way closer than I thought we were gonna get in either direction. And hey, if you are listening to this and you would like to contribute a game for us to play, head over to jeopardylabs.com if you want to create a Jeopardy style game for us to play. And we will play that on a future after show. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Every dollar helps keep the lights on. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank
for being
you.
here and playing. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
For joining us
this
week.
Me.
Yeah, I hope you had a good time.
Good times.
And we will
and we'll see you next week.
We'll see everyone later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. As soon as I figured out how to turn this off.